How you guys doing? It's your boy. If you like content about crypto, blockchain, making money, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It does go a long way, but I want to keep it short and simple today for you guys. I'm always about being positive and optimistic, but sometimes it's good to know the risks with a certain project or a certain asset. Now, none of this is financial advice. Please do your own due diligence, but it's just my personal review. I genuinely believe there is a huge, huge crash incoming. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in blockchain. I believe it will integrate into so many industries around the world, around the world. And it is the future of the internet web 3.0. Things are moving towards a digital world, and blockchain is actually going to be the kind of foundation on that where we build upon. But a huge crash is coming because humans are humans, and history does repeat itself in different ways. And also, it's a right now, guys, this is a psychological game. It's a psychological minefield. People are pushing the prices of crypto, in my opinion, mostly on speculation, right? And I understand, like, I'm not trying to throw negativity on you guys or say that this is a crap thing to get into, but I'm really fearful when other people are greedy, and that's something that I've always stuck to during my 10, 15 years of doing business from a young age, and it has paid me handsomely. Now let me just give you my opinions straight up to it. I don't want to waste your time. Look, guys, Bitcoin is the daddy, right? Everyone follows Bitcoin. Market cap 2.6 trillion. Let me give you my breakdown. Okay, so if you look at Bitcoin's price, right, it's if you know about technical stuff, this is kind of like doing a double top where the price comes back to its kind of previous high, and then you see like a double top and a drop. Okay, that's not the reason I'm just basing this on technical analysis, or oh, it's a double top. There's something behind the picture. There's something behind the move, right? The double top is just showing you what's happened, but why is this happening is what I'm trying to kind of explain to you guys. Okay, I genuinely believe Bitcoin will do another 50% push up to the significant level. Psychologically, people are thinking Bitcoin is going to 100,000. So I personally think Bitcoin is going to go to around 100,000 by the end of this year. Literally by a month's time, it'll be around the 100,000 psychological level. What do you think people are going to do at around the 100,000 level? FOMO. People, they're off work, they've got Christmas holidays, they've got bonus payments, they've got, time with their family. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin in Christmas party, in at their family gatherings, and they're all FOMOing, thinking, wow, it's gone 100,000, and it might even do a slight fake out where it goes slightly above 100, 105, 110 maybe, and people are thinking, yo, I don't want to miss this out. I'm getting in. I'm putting in 5, 10, 100, a mil, whatever they can afford. I'm putting this in, right? This 100 is a huge, significant level. I'm going to explain to you why. Forget about this. I understand people are talking about, the 2017. Look at 2017, it went to a high peak of 20,000 nearly. Can you see? It's not coincidence that it nearly got to 20 and it crashed all the way. It literally crashed all the way down to 3,000. So imagine you had bought here at 4. You were kind of at break even after a year. But imagine you bought at the top at 20,000, and like after a few months you were literally 80% wiped. Do you think you can handle that? Do you think most people can handle that? But I'm not saying, oh, it went up here and it crashed in December, so that means it's going to do the same. Why did it do this? You have to look at the move behind this. This is just the graph showing it's gone up and down, but what is the story? I'll explain the story to you. Amazon, this is Amazon's share price or the stock market in 1999. Look what happened. Prices went from $5, they went all the way up to $102 in April. They come down a bit, Same as Bitcoin, come down in May, with the Chinese stopping the mining, come down, come back up. Guys, look at the similarity. Look at that, up, down, up. Look at the similarity in this. All time high, created a kind of a dip. December, what did it do? It done 106, broke the previous high. It's going up. It's going to the moon. Look what happened then, guys. Look at this. Can you see? Look what happened. From 106, the next year it went down to literally $10. That's a 90% loss. And if you look, if you had bought at this $100, it'd have taken you to around 2007. 7 years to break even. That's because Amazon was a solid company. That because fundamentally it was a good company. But if you had bought at 20, next year you'd still been okay. You could have maybe got out after 2-3 years and doubled up or tripled. But I understand blockchain is much more faster at growing and developing. It might not take 7 years, it might take only 2-3 years. Do you think most people are going to be able to handle a 90% drop? It did the same thing. It did a double top in 1999 around December. Bitcoin, if you look at its previous runs, it's December when it's creating all-time highs. If it's in a bull run, it's going to do that. It's going to create an all-time high around the 100 and it's going to crash. And I'll give you another reason, guys. Bitcoin ETF futures. Now look, futures is an ETF that allows people to gain investment exposure to Bitcoin without having to go and buy the crypto directly. It means you don't buy Bitcoin, but you can bet on Bitcoin. You can bet on the underlying asset. So for example, if there's a boxing match and Mayweather's, there's like 100 million on there to win, I can bet more than 100 million. I can bet 10 billion if I wanted to. Do you understand? I could put more than what's actually the boxer going to make because it's up to me. It's the same in ETFs and futures. You can actually bet more than the value of Bitcoin. So the market cap of Bitcoin is 1 trillion. You can have futures of in excess of 1 trillion. You can have futures in the value of 10 trillion because you are just placing a bet. You're not actually buying the asset. Now listen to this part, guys. Bitcoin futures are a type of derivative trading instrument where two parties enter into a contractual agreement to buy or sell Bitcoin at a predefined price at a later date, right? So, in essence, you agree to buy or sell Bitcoin at a particular price on a specific date, no matter what the price ends up being. The agreed date when both parties must fulfill their obligations is known as the expiration date. Now, look at this, guys. Note that there are two sides to each contract. If one person is making a profit, there is an investor on the other side incurring a loss. So when people put futures in Bitcoin and they say 6 months down the line, it's 110 now, it's going to the moon, it's going to $500,000, it's going to $250,000, it's going to $1 million. Let's put an option that it's going, let's put a futures or an ETF, buy an ETF that it's going up in 6 months' time. That's the expiration date. Guys, do you think the institutional investors and the people who got the dollars and who got the dough and people like regulation is coming into crypto and people who got money, do you think they're just gonna be on the side that's the loss? Or do you think they're gonna be on the side of profit? Now, I'm not a conspiracy theory person, but most likely they're gonna be the guys who are taking the profit. We are going to be the guys who are taking the loss if we are the ones who are putting futures for Bitcoin to go up. The smart money is where the money is, right? They'll make people put trillions of dollars maybe in futures that it's going up. And if they crash Bitcoin and the market crashes with it, who do you think wins those futures? Who do you think wins those bets that were placed? If Bitcoin goes down from 100 to 10, 20, 30, Can you believe the amount of money that will be made on the futures for those people who are doing the short? And who is it going to be? It's going to be these big institutional investors who have the money and the actual time and the power to move Bitcoin in one direction. Like, I genuinely believe there are wallets out there, people that can collude with each other and bring a pump and dump scheme in Bitcoin. And when that happens, the market's going to crash, just like it crashed in Amazon. 90% drop, guys. If that happens in Bitcoin, that is going to be the best time in your life. Like, this ain't financial advice, but the best time to buy when it's at 10, 20K. Because long term, we believe in the technology. We believe this can be the next digital gold. And not just Bitcoin, I'm talking about cryptocurrency as a whole, blockchain. There's so many good projects out there. When they crash, get in. Don't need to get in now. Now, if you get in, it's maybe doubling up in the next month. But that's the time to sell. Because remember this, when it goes up to 100K, right, and people are buying, someone is selling. You're not just buying from thin air, someone is selling. So when the 18 million circulating supply moves from, I'm just giving you like an example, moves from smart people to dumb people, and the dumb people sadly hand over their dollars and pounds and euros and yens to the smart people, and the dumb people then expect people, they buy it for 100,000 Bitcoin and they put it up for 110. But guess what? The smart people are just sitting there like this, just not buying. So if the dumb people own the possession of Bitcoin and they're trying to sell it, but there's no buyers because the smart people are just sitting there, what do you think is going to happen? Panic's going to run in, fear. People are going to get scared and anxious, and they're going to just start to put the price down and down and down, and just to try to liquidate. And who's going to be buying on the fall? The smart people that sold to you. It's literally that simple, guys. When you buy Bitcoin, you're buying it off someone, and someone's getting dollars. It's a contract with futures on top. Honestly, I'm really being fearful with this because so much people are being greedy. That doesn't mean I'm not positive, I'm not optimistic on this, but I'm telling you, I'm more optimistic because when Bitcoin goes to 20K, guys, that is the best opportunity in your life to make literally a fortune. Literally, probably the most money you could ever make in your life, in my own opinion. Now, if you like that stuff, please do like my videos, subscribe if you want to be part of this journey, and generally, do your due diligence before you invest in anything. Just because people are running onto it and you're like, like, I need to get on this, don't get onto it until you do your due diligence. I would probably wait till the crash happens. After the crash, jump in. Until next time, yeah, I got nothing else to say, guys. Let's stay safe. Let's get out on the peak and get back in next time when it crashes. Peace, guys.